Hello everyone. So today we are here with the two questions of NEET 2023. So let us have a quick look at that and let's solve the following two questions. So firstly we have this question that says, amongst the given options, which of the following molecules are the ion act as Lewis acid? So in this question basically it is asking that out of the following four options, which of the following molecules or the ion act as the Lewis acid, right? So this question is from inorganic chemistry, right? And to answer this question, we must know the concept of what exactly is a Lewis acid and what exactly is a Lewis base. So we know that in order to classify which of them is a Lewis acid, we know the prerequisites for it, that is the electron deficient species. So all the electron deficient species, and this deficiency can be in terms of vacant p orbital. So all the species containing vacant p orbital or a positive charge, and the species containing positive charge are called cations. They are classified under the category of Lewis acids. On the other hand, if I talk about the second thing, that is the Lewis base, then what is a Lewis base? Contrary to what we have discussed in Lewis acid, all the electron rich species are classified under the category of Lewis base, right? Now this electron richness can be in terms of the lone pair of electrons. So all the species containing lone pair of electron or a negative charge, and the species containing negative charge are called as anions, right? So they are classified under the category of Lewis base. Now we can answer this question. So let us have a look at it. So first option is BF3. So in BF3 we know that the atomic number of boron is 5, right? So if I write its configuration, it is 1s2, 2s2 and 2p1. So here as you can see that there are 3 valence electrons which are present in the case of boron. So here boron is bonded with 3 fluorine atoms, right? But yet there is a deficiency, and this deficiency comes in the terms of vacant p orbital. There are 2 electrons, there are 2 vacant p orbitals, right? So in the structure, even if you see, there is a vacant p orbital which is present in the case of boron, that makes it electron deficient, or we can say that it has a tendency to accept a lone pair of electron, right? It can accept a lone pair of electron in its vacant p orbital. So this makes it a Lewis acid. So here BF3 will be characterized as a Lewis acid. Now we'll have a look at other 3 options that are given. First is OH negative. So in OH negative, a negative charge is present. So all the species containing a negative charge means that they are electron rich in nature. They can act as a nucleophile, which means that it is a Lewis base, right? And if I talk about NH3, so in the case of NH3, what we can see is that there is a lone pair of electron that is present on the nitrogen atom, which is making it electron rich, and therefore I'll classify it under the category of Lewis base, right? Similarly, in the case of water, we know that there are 2 lone pair of electrons that are present on oxygen atom, which is again making it electron rich, and therefore I am classifying it as Lewis base. So all the other options, OH negative, NH3 and H2O, will be classified under the category of Lewis base, and the correct option is going to be BF3, right? So the correct option is going to be BF3, that will act as a Lewis acid. Okay students, now let us have a look at our second question, which says the equilibrium concentration of the species in the reaction. So basically this reaction is given to you, and the equilibrium concentrations are given to be 2, 3, 10 and 6 mole per liter respectively at 300 Kelvin. And now it is asking what will be the delta G naught. Delta G naught is the standard Gibbs free energy for the reaction is, right? So this question is from the chapter equilibrium, that is from the branch of physical chemistry, and it is quite an easy question if you correctly write all the values that are given over here. So basically this is the reaction which is provided to you, and at equilibrium it is given that the molar concentrations are 2, 3, 10 and 6 respectively, and it is asking you to calculate the value for delta G naught. So we know that delta G naught is equals to minus RT ln K equilibrium, right? So here if I know the value of K equilibrium, then I can easily find out the value for delta G naught. So that will be our basic requirement or the first requirement to calculate K equilibrium. So K equilibrium is calculated as the molar concentration of products over the molar concentration of reactants. So here all the values are given to you. You just need to substitute all of them. That will be this, right? So it will cancel out and you will get the value for K equilibrium as 10. So in order to simplify this, we can convert this ln into natural logarithm by this conversion, minus 2.303 RT log K equilibrium. So here all the values are given to you. You have to calculate the value for delta G naught in terms of calories. So therefore you need to take the value of R in calories. That is also provided to you, which is 2 calorie per mole Kelvin. So it is equals to minus 2.303 into 2, and temperature is provided to you, which is equals to 300 Kelvin. So you can just simply substitute it and you can write log 10, right? Because the value of K equilibrium is equals to 10 and we know that log 10 is equals to 1. So if you will calculate this value, it will come out to be minus 1381.80 calories, right? So this will be the value for delta G naught. So the correct option would be 1. So here you need to take care of the fact that here minus sign is in the formula itself. So you must remember this formula very carefully. And second thing is that in order to convert ln into log, you must multiply it by the factor of 2.303. Right? So keeping in mind all the units, you can easily find out this value, which will come out to be minus 1381.80 calories. So that is going to be your answer. So I hope you understood this question. Thank you.